Good evening, penny pinchers. I apologize for the finger in the way. I've got my gloves on. It is turned winter time here in eastern Kentucky, and we're fixing to make a winter time evening paddock move. We're gonna move these babies. So I'm gonna take the gap handle down, and I'm gonna bring you guys right along with us. So pardon me if the video gets a little shaky. Dad had some eye procedures done, and he's not supposed to be outside for the next few days, so we're going at it long ranger, but that's all right. That's one of the perks of being a rotational grazer. It don't take a team of horses or a team of humans. One willing vessel is all it takes. So I went ahead and put a front fence up. That took about 10 minutes. So now I've got the dead end in my hand, and I'm just walking back a few posts, pulling the line back so these ladies will go through. And smart move right here, guys. If you're a little short, plump guy like myself and don't like to walk, if you pull that line back, take this gap handle with you back down. That way you don't have to walk back up there and get it. But see, I don't have no line or nothing right here, guys. So I'm hoping by pulling the mineral trough through, these girls will see what's up. There we go. Now we got some movement. Woo! There we go. And guys, just speaking about the mineral trough, right now is definitely the time to be feeding your cows minerals. There's no way around it. Even if you're grain feeding, even if you're feeding hay, your cows need to be on a good mineral supplement of some kind. The corn and soybeans and all that, that's good, but they got to have a little extra specific minerals in their body, and they just do so much better, guys. And I just noticed something, guys, for you cattlemen out there. We have a new baby right here. One of these spring cows right there. One of the spring cows we bought. She calved, had a beautiful little, I believe it's a heifer. That was the closest I've been to it. I believe it's a heifer calf, but daggone if it ain't a good one. Yes, buddy. But here's the last one of those cows that we bought in the spring. And just by observation, she's kind of dirty on the back end. I don't know if you guys can see that there. But what caught my attention, I'm looking at her bag now. Her bag has been sucked because it's wet. And I'm looking at her hindquarters here. It looks like she could have went through a traumatic event, which probably means, yeah, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that other side has been sucked, guys. Move your leg, girl, so we can see. If you can kind of see that the hair was wet around there, like a calf had sucked on her. But what tipped me off was she turned around and bawled at that calf right there. Kind of like she thought, hey, that might be mine. So what that tells me is I possibly could have a new calf in this other paddock, which presents a issue, because I don't want to put this cow in this lot over here if she's got a 24 or 48 hour old calf in this paddock back here, and that calf out there that we're looking at, it's not hers. It's the, I'm trying to look for it's the cow that's got the, yeah, that cow right there that's got the bob tail. That's her baby. But guys, I tell you what, you all just hang on for the ride, and we will jump in the side-by-side here and see if we can't find that baby. And probably that mama might, if we get over here, if she's in fact had it, she probably will come let us know if we're getting too close to it. So there's not much place to hide in this paddock. So I'm just going to make a lap around the perimeter and just kind of see what we can see. There's that baby calf. That calf's a couple months old. He's doing good. But guys, it's very important if you got a herd of cows to be very vigilant about stuff like that. Especially if you have a big herd of cows, guys, on big acreage. Now, you say, well, if you have 100 cows and you run off and leave a baby and it dies, that ain't a big loss. But hey, if you only got 10 or 12 cows like we got here, one calf cuts into your yearly profits pretty quick. So right here is about the only high grass that we have in this paddock, and I want to start looking here first because that would be a prime spot for a new mama to hide a baby, and I see it. I don't know if you guys, if I caught it on the camera or not, but I seen caught the baby. And I tell you, the first mistake that people will make is they will run right over there. I'm looking at it, but there it is. Yeah, there we go. I can't see it. Right there, guys. Right there is that new baby. So this right here was about a $700 trip we just made. Because it's cold, guys. It's cold, and if I lock that cow in that other paddock, and for some crazy reason that calf does not walking under that wire, but it should, it would have, I feel like, but say it didn't, and it was a couple days before we got back over here, one of two things would happen. That cow would either break through her fence and come back to her calf, which would not be a bad thing, or the second thing, it would be afraid of the breaking through the fence and getting shocked, and this calf would die. So that's why I call this a $700 trip. So first thing that you do not do, guys, is if you got a new baby calf and mama is nowhere around, do not run over there to that baby calf. Personal story from previous experiences I've had, I have done that. I tried to tag a new baby calf on the day it was born. It was up there where those cows was, and when I tagged it, the mother was not around. Mistake number one. That calf, after I tagged it, run across this field, through this 5-strand barbed wire fence, through that black paint wood fence, run through our fence, that fence, went by the neighbor's house, went through another wood plank fence at the top of the hill, went through another 5-strand barbed wire fence, and got in the field with the neighbor's cows. It went through 1, 2, 3, 4 fences, guys. A 24-hour-old calf. Guys, so that's when I tell you to leave these babies alone, I'm being 100% truthful, honest with you guys. Because it is not worth it. So what I'm going to try to do, if it will work out, no, I just tell you exactly what I'm going to do. It ain't no big deal. We're in the middle of winter. I'm not going to put this back fence up. I'm going to leave it down. I'm going to leave that fence down so that new mama will have no trouble, no issue getting back to her baby. That's what we're going to do. The importance of a back fence in the situation that we're in right now, guys, it's not very important. It's not very important, guys. Probably one more pass through, one more rotation through this side of the farm, and we will probably be done, and we'll be going over to stockpile. So in the big scheme of pictures, in the name of trying to save stockpile, I'm going to say in the name of saving a baby calf, I'm just going to leave this back fence down. I'm going to leave, I'll pull up here to where I left the gap handle. And I'm just not gonna put the gap handle back up and tighten the wire up. It's gonna be on the ground, the whole span of the fence, and it's gonna be completely down, and there's nothing right there, guys. So that's just how we'll fix that problem like that right there. I won't put up the back fence. Let me turn this mule off so you guys can hear a little better, maybe. But I hope you guys caught all that and could hear it okay. I left the mule running. But guys, that's the importance of being vigilant, and that's something, if you're new to cattle, you pick up on that stuff just naturally, guys. Always watch, if you got expecting mothers, always watch their hindquarters, guys. That birthing canal back there in the back, it is what it is. Call it what you want to. That's a very important part for a farmer to watch on their expecting mothers. That will tell you a whole lot right there, guys. Watch their udders. If like we had right here in this situation, I could see that they was wet. They was wet from milk. Where that calf was sucking her and had milk on its nose and got the hair on her teats wet. So that's what tipped me off to more than likely for certain know that she had a calf sucking her, because it's not natural for a cow to let another calf suck them. But I seen her, I guess, moo at that other new baby calf, and that was my first initial flag that something was up. I knew she was expected. I knew she was close. But just watching for those very subtle signs, guys, in your cows. It could be a $700 opportunity for you. I mean, and $700, I mean, in 6 or 7 months, that's what that calf, if it lives and grows and is healthy, that's what it'll be worth, essentially, on average, $700. So that's what I mean by a $700 trip. But guys, these last couple of videos have been very informative, and I like that. It's just, I'm glad I can provide that information to you guys. And just kind of show you in firsthand and share some experiences that we have daily here at Penny Pitcher Farm. But guys, I guess the takeaway from today is, get your cows on a mineral supplement of some kind. We just use our standard co-op Southern States bagged loose mineral. We try to keep it by them at all times through the winter, especially since we're grass and hay only, especially since we're not supplementing with any other kind of feeds. Minerals, and keep an eye on your fall calving cows. No issue today. It's cold, but not for a cow. It's probably 40 degrees, and I would say these cows is very comfortable in that. So not so much today, but when the snow starts flying and rain and wind on days like that, and you got new baby calves hitting the ground, guys, be very vigilant, be very present when that's taking place, so you can keep an eye out, and maybe you can save yourself and a baby calf and have one of those $700 trips like we did today. So watch them expecting mothers. If you find a new baby calf, guys, if you can, if you're in a spot to leave it, a good safe spot to leave it, leave it. Do not monkey with it. It will flat out leave your farm. It will leave the country, and that is nothing but trouble for you. But guys, hope the day was informative. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff they tell you to do in these YouTube videos. Do it, guys. We love reading your comments. And if there's anything that you guys have asked us that we've not answered, please comment again. We're not YouTube professionals by no means. We just do it to try to promote rotational grazing and get the word out there, guys, that there's a way to make money on the farm. But guys, this is Penny Pitcher Farm. We're going to let the grass grow and give all the glory. Have a good week and have a good weekend.